lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on for.
Good morning, Wasatch. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Emily.
And these are your announcements for April 4th, 2014.
And we're the best nest in the West.
So don't mess. All right, well now I'll invite you to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Joe, what's for lunch today?
Well, Emily, for lunch today, in line 1, there's a chicken fajita with refried beans. In line 2, pizza with a breadstick. In line 3, chicken parmesan with a breadstick. And in line 4, a hot ham and cheese, and with, personally, my favorite, JoJo wedges. Happy birthday to Jason Douglas, Keisha Johnson, Preston Kent, Adam Kinch, Adam Kirkland, and Tanner Probst. So if you see them today, make sure you wish them a very, very happy birthday. That's all I have for you guys. Let's take it back to Emily and Aiden.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, now we're going to go to texting and driving commercials. Please pay attention. They are going to be very important.
Ashley was not only my little sister, she was a best friend. She was very giggly. If you could get her to laugh really hard, she would even snort sometimes. It was so funny. This is the text from me that my sister was reading right before she flipped her car and was killed on impact.
My phone would ring, and it'd be him saying, "Hi, Ma, what you doing?" And he knew that I was at work. And just those little things throughout the day, he'd always say, "I love you. I love you, Ma." This is the unfinished text message that our son was typing when he drove off the road and died of a massive skull fracture.
Well, Mariah was bubbly and vivacious. If she came up and gave you a hug, she had to twirl you around in the process.
And Mariah didn't know a stranger. It didn't matter who she was around or who was she with. She treated them like she knew them for the longest time.
This is the text my daughter was reading when she drove into oncoming traffic.
All right, Wasatch, this is a very serious topic, and it's a bigger deal than we thought it was. Aiden, have you ever looked at your phone while driving? I know I have.
Yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of this.
We just saw 3 videos, and 2 of the people were just reading the text and they died. Even if it is just for a couple seconds, reading a text that is enough time to drift into the other side of traffic or crash. Like the video said, no text is ever worth dying for.
All right. Trevor, what's going on with sports today?
Well, for Wasatch Sports today, the JV and sophomore baseball team plays at Maple Mountain. The varsity track team plays at Timpanogos. And the boys freshman soccer team plays home today against Park City. Yesterday, the boys soccer team defeated Spanish Fork 1-0. We have a video we can show real quick. Cheyenne, he passes the ball over to Isaac. As you can see, Isaac cruising down, does some cool juke moves, gets through everyone, brings it back, sinks it in for the goal. They won 1-0. So good job to them. That's all I have for sports. Back to Emily and Aiden.
Thanks, Trev.
All right, we have an announcement. Wasatch FFA state judging meeting is moved from today to Monday after we get back from spring break, which is the 14th. And then also, Unified Soccer Team practice is today. It's at 3 o'clock behind the Science Hall, so get out to that.
All right, Beau, how are those stocks looking today?
The stocks are unfortunately all down today. The S&P 500 is down 1.08 points, the Dow is down 5.2 points, and the NASDAQ is down 43.3 points. In other business news, the makers of Mercedes-Benz vehicles started an expansion project at its transmission plant in Sebs, Romania, as the manufacturer ramps up its component supply to meet rising demand for luxury cars. They are spending $411 million to add production of a new 9-speed automatic transmission in 2016. So, Emily and Aiden, are you guys going to buy those new Mercedes-Benz?
I am not.
No, not. Lauren, what's going on with weather today?
All right, well, it's still pretty cold, even though it's supposed to be spring. It's in the 40s, and then it gets a little bit warmer as spring break comes in the 60s. So go outside during spring break. Let's take it back to Emily and Eden.
All right, now let's take it to Eric with the Cool to Care.
All right, thanks, guys. For your winners today, I have Jamie Correa in 10th grade, Briar Stanley in 12th grade, and Richie Lowe in 11th grade as your weekly car winner. That's all I have, guys.
All right, speaking of Cool to Care, we have another texting and driving video. Make sure you listen to this one too, because it's going to be very important.
My name is Leslie Henson, and on March 4th, my husband and I, David Henson, started out on a walk, and we headed towards the Sunbrook Golf Course. And as we were walking along Dixie Drive, the sidewalk there, we were involved in an auto pedestrian accident. There was a driver that was texting. She was driving distracted over the speed limit, and she ran into a car, which pushed that car into us. My husband, David, was killed on impact, and I sustained several injuries. I was life-flighted to Utah Valley Regional Medical Center to their trauma unit in Provo and received a lot of professional care, and I am supposed to have a full recovery. I have a fracture in my neck and 2 in my back, and I had trauma to my head. I received over 5,000 stitches and staples in my skull. I had separated nerves in my eyes, and I had the greatest professionals help put me back together.
My name is Fred Conrath. My wife and I are from Minnesota. On March 4th, I was leaving our condo, pulled on the Dixie Drive. There was no cars in sight. As I started down the road, I noticed a couple walking on the sidewalk. I took a glance in my rearview mirror, and I saw this car coming up incredibly fast. Before I had a chance to even react to it, the car hit me from behind and knocked my car out of control. And the next thing I remember is heading towards the 2 walkers. What I do remember vividly is the husband, Dave, pushing his wife, trying to get her out of my way. I ended up hitting both of them. I don't believe that the person who hit me set out that morning to have an accident. She was speeding, late for work, as I understand, and was texting when she hit me. She was so focused on that text message that hitting me just was a total surprise and resulted in a tremendous tragedy for lots of people. There's a message that has to get out here, I think, and the message is that things can happen in an instant. Lives can be changed in an instant, and not knowing what you're doing, being distracted, is a major cause of those accidents that are occurring all over this country right now.
9 people a day are killed by distracted drivers. We get in our cars and we put on our seatbelts. I feel the same should be done with cell phones. We get in our car and we turn off our cell phones, and it could save a life. Stop the text, stop the wrecks, don't drive distracted.
Okay, Wasatch, this is a very serious topic, and people's lives can be changed in a second, so please take it seriously.
Yeah, you don't want to risk yours or anyone else's lives by driving distracted. Please attend this assembly of texting and driving today at 1 o'clock in front of the school. Don't blow it off and just go home early. This is really important, and it's something that we all need to be aware of.